So, but it's interesting because there are a lot of, let's take Mark Zuckerberg's of this world, Bill Gates of this world, who have all come from that ecosystem. You can argue that they came from well-off families, but they still had the hunger to follow through somehow. But I agree generally, you need that hunger. No plan B is totally right. But what do you think about that? What do you think these companies that have this thesis that you should only invest in people from Harvard?
Oh, I mean, from a purely investor standpoint, and this is going to sound terrible, I'll give you an example. I mean, we definitely, in my fund, we look at Goldman Sachs alumni, Uber alumni, Stanford alumni, and INSEAD alumni. Those are some of our networks that we use. And so, it is, I do agree with your premise. The problem is, in the world we live in, and this is terrible to say, but the world we live in, so much of early success in the startup world often comes down to who you know, how much you could fundraise, who's your first client, who's your first investor, who's talking about you, who writes a press release on you, right? Like these connections, these network effects, sadly are still so important for other investors, for clients, and so ultimately for early success. And so, that is why you see so many funds invest in what you're calling kind of network communities, because they believe that network community can give that entrepreneur a leg up. And I will be honest. I mean, look, the Uber alumni network, which we do we look at deals. These are basically ex-Uber staff who are starting their own businesses, and Sam and I get insight into their businesses, right, to invest in. I mean, they really do have a leg up. I mean, they have scaled a business around the globe. I mean, these are people I want to invest in, right? They have an incredible experience. And I often would much rather invest in them than, a great idea by a first-time entrepreneur. I am a huge proponent that execution always trumps an idea. And so that's my investment thesis.